Running away from discomfort makes you lack emotional control. You don't want anything difficult. You want everything to be easy. Whereas you don't know that it is with these challenges that we can become more creative, solve problems, survive, and live a better life. Maybe you don't even need to buy more material things. Maybe you don't even need more money to be happy. Maybe you don't even need more luxury to be happy. Maybe all you need is to be by yourself, is to face difficult conditions and discomfort and overcome them by being creative. Then you have a feeling of reward and happiness. There is a homeostasis that happens in the mind when you have difficult times. Then the seesaw goes down, and then later on it goes up again, where you begin to become more happy. That is when you solve problems and overcome challenges. But when you do not allow your mind to overcome challenges, how then do you become happy and fulfilled in life? You are always running away from discomfort. Little cold, you're already looking for cover. Little hunger, you're already looking for food. Little difficult situation, you're already looking for the quick way out. Little challenges and little problems, you're already looking for a quick way out instead of sitting in that discomfort and trying to figure a way out. Not quickly, but mindfully. Maybe you don't even need to have more things. All you just need is to sit down more with discomfort so that your brain can devise new ways of overcoming the challenge. And then in return, and then in exchange, you can become a more happy human being. All you need to do is to become mindful and present. Do not mask away your problems with short, instant coping mechanisms. Like maybe when you are having depression, you start taking substances. That is a quick coping mechanism. That is a shortcut. Instead of doing these things, why don't you just sit down on your own thoughts, be creative, try to look for ways to overcome the problem, see a friend, talk to a therapist, and then from there, you can have a step-by-step way of overcoming these challenges instead of looking for quick ways of overcoming the problem, like taking substances, playing video games, scrolling on social media, doing the so-called things that are enjoyable because you are running away from that discomfort. If you keep running away from discomfort, you keep hidden challenges in your body. You have hidden trauma that keeps you stressed all day. But when you solve the problem and overcome the challenges the natural way, mindfully, then you can shake off all the trauma and then you feel better. You can have emotional control because your mind is just like a muscle. The more you train it by overcoming challenges all by yourself presently and mindfully, the stronger your mind is to hold challenges, the stronger your mind is to overcome problems over time. But if you keep running away from discomfort and keep masking these problems with shortcuts like coping mechanisms, like smoking, like gambling, scrolling, playing video games, eating junk food and all of that, then this trauma is hidden inside of you. And then you don't have the emotional control to overcome challenges overall. And then you see that sometimes, even while you are grown up, you are still having lingering childhood trauma inside of you. It's because you didn't process these emotions properly. You didn't process them well. And that is why the trauma is hidden in you, creating stress. And then with little trigger, you become depressed, you become anxious. You need to process your emotions properly. You don't need to mask your problem or your discomfort by taking shortcuts and coping mechanisms like substances, video games, loud music, and all of that. You need to process your emotions properly so that you can deal with trauma and then the trauma will not linger on and cause you emotional problems over time. All you need to do is to be present and mindful. Take control of your emotions. Process your emotions properly. Sometimes when you feel anxious, when you feel depressed, when you feel emotional problems, you don't need to cope. You don't need to take shortcuts. You don't need to look for ways to mask this problem. All you need to do is just sit down, mindful and present, and acknowledge the feeling. Okay, yes, I'm feeling anxious right now. This is how I feel. Okay, that thing that happened 5 years ago made me really scared. Okay, this is what actually happened. Okay, fair enough. I am supposed to feel this way. Fair enough, it's normal for me to feel this way. But how can I overcome this? Well, of course, this thing that happened 5 years ago did not actually affect my survival. It will not actually affect my progress in life. You see, the way I took this now. Now, if you have thought this way, if you have processed your emotions this way, do not be guilty of your emotions. Do not shy away from your emotions. Do not try to escape that feeling. Stay inside it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge that, okay, of course, it's fine for me to feel this way. Feel the pain. Feel the feeling. Feel the discomfort. Feel the difficult feeling. Have that challenge in your mind. Be present there. Be mindful. Acknowledge that thoughts. Don't try away to run away from the thoughts. This is how you can process your emotions. And then you see how you have more emotional control and more emotional regulation instead of always running away from your discomfort, looking for easy life. And then your mind is not resilient enough to overcome problems and challenges as they come your way. And a little trigger from what has happened in the past could bring up serious anxiety and depression. You might not even need therapy. You might not even need psychological rewiring. All you just need is to process your emotions properly. Be mindful, be present, stop shying away from discomfort, stop shying away from difficult times. Sit down, acknowledge the feeling, feel how you feel, be present in that feeling, feel the pain, and think through it. Don't shy away from it, process it properly so that you can shake away the trauma and become free from your emotions. And from there, you can have more emotional control and emotional regulation. Stop shying away from difficulty. Stop shying away from discomfort. That inner discomfort you are feeling is something that needs to be worked upon. Stop trying to cope or trying to look for quick shortcuts away from it. Feel it, be present, be mindful, and then build resilience so that your brain can be stronger like a muscle that you build in the gym. And you can have emotional control and regulation. Then problems, challenges, and difficulties that come your way, you're able to process it properly and then be free and be fulfilled in life. If you watch the video this far, then you are meant to be in this tribe. Welcome, and I'll see you in the next video.